Would you like for that bitterness to be replaced with the sweetness of the Lord? Maybe there's that area, I can't get over this. I can't move past this. It's just too difficult. Even thinking about it, this wall rises up. Hey, I'm Eddie Lawrence. I want to talk to you about that in today's devotional thought out of Exodus chapter 15. The Israelites have been delivered out of Egyptian bondage. They've crossed the Red Sea, but it's been 3 days and they've had no water to drink. They come upon some water at a place called Marah and they try to drink it, but the waters are bitter. They begin to murmur and complain and grumble, just like we do when we go through difficulties or into some bitter places in our life. We tend to murmur, grumble, complain, criticize, camp out in our pain. But there's a lesson here, because the Lord gave instruction to Moses, take this branch out of a particular kind of tree, throw it in the waters, and when he did, the bitter waters were made sweet. Now, I believe that prophetically foreshadowed the power of the cross of Jesus. Man's hatred, when the power of the cross is applied, he knows God's love. Man's jealousy and envy and anger, when the power of the cross is applied, that man becomes tempered in the right way, gracious and kind. The works of the flesh overpowered by the fruit of the Spirit. That's the power of applying the cross of Christ. Let's not be like those Israelites who wanted to camp out and murmur and complain and grumble in their place of pain. Let's put our faith in the word of the Lord, because when Moses obeyed the word of the Lord, the bitter waters became sweet. You may be one step of obedience away from getting untethered from that bondage of bitterness. Forgive. That's the power of the cross. You may be moments away from the miracle you're needing. Why? How? By applying the power of the cross. Why? Because that's the word of the Lord. We're to forgive even as we have been forgiven. When someone mistreats us, we're to respond with kindness and goodness. When someone comes against us in a wrong spirit, we are to respond in God's spirit. We apply the power of the cross. That makes the bitter waters sweet, the bitter places sweet. It helps us to overcome, prevail, and triumph in Jesus. Thank God for the power of the cross.